Okay guys, we just hit 1,000 income, which means that we can claim the hegemony. Remember that if you want to get notified about this series or any other series, subscribe to the channel, because I can see that only 40% of you are subscribed right now. Welcome back to Mazovia and the Poland campaign, and this is gonna be the last episode of this series, and as it's the last episode, we're gonna have some fun, because the goal today is to revoke the privilege. Yeah, I could have done this last week, but I want to do it with all of the princes accepting the reform. Right now it's 41 for and 14 at against. So that's gonna be quite easy session, because what I'm gonna do at the start is to start improving relations with everyone that is not accepting the reform. And how can I actually check it? We just go to a herb over here. You can see that I have 5.8 of positive for the acceptance of the reform. This guy have 10. These guys have minus 31. And this is mostly due to opinion of the emperor. So what we have to do is to just improve relations with them and do the same with every single prince that is not accepting yet. When I see a manufacturer with this amount of the gain, I'm always very happy. We're changing this map mode to make it whole green, and you can see we're slowly doing that. At the same time, high imperial authority is gonna also help, because in the chance of everyone voting for us, and we can also get one diplomatic reputation from here, another one from here, and another one from here. I just don't want to take those yet, because that would make the integration of Moscow faster, which we don't want to do, because we want to embrace the reform before annexing Moscow. As we might play a few years with the absolutism, I'm gonna start cancelling more of the state edicts. This one, so I'm pretty much staying with only cheaper advisors and PowerPoints. Also, I'm gonna use more of the loyalty of burghers to go and develop my admin and mill mana, because we have plenty of those too. So this is just gonna be a pure fun, deving up to 20, provinces with not the best trade goods. So this way, we're gonna maximize the gains on the best provinces for that. If you want to dev with admin mana, with admin mana in this kind of the provinces to unlock more building slots. And let's just do this on a few more provinces. This way, right now we're having 41 of the crown land. We're gonna seize land just after the war as well. From Burgundy, we did Imperium ban, so thanks to this, we're gonna give those provinces back to the princes of the HRE, and this one province for myself, so there will be no other provinces from the HRE in the hands of someone outside of it. And of course, on top of that, some money. Just send a peace deal, start calling this province. You can see it's next to my other province that I'm already having around here. And probably right now not that many people would vote. It's 30 against 74, but this is because I turned off the diplomatic reputation advisor. At the same time, we of course need to destroy the Ottomans to the rest, and to slow down integration of Moscow a little bit, so I'll make sure to do it after I revoke the privilege. I'm gonna give them a couple of more provinces in Crimea over here, while feeding myself of those provinces at the same time. Declare the war for conquest of something for Lebanon. Look at this, it's usually 46. 46, not 1,000.
Hold your ground when you fight to those who fight. This is waiting on the hill. No surrender, shoot to
Half? No, I almost managed to reinforce it. What is this? 213. Like, that's very unfortunate. I will have to get rid of him. So, bye, my prestige. Time for a peace deal. Those provinces are going to Lebanon. Those islands and vassal is going to me, and those few will go to Moscow. So just send the peace deal. Now, Mr. Moscow, I know that you need more provinces, and I need you to have more provinces. So annex you a little bit slower, so make sure to get the reform done, and just go and 74, 29, let's just go and core the rest of the provinces. Oh look, we can see China, at least what's left out of Ming. That's a nice Japan. Nothing really interesting in Indonesia, and in India just a few. Ooh, looks like this patch is doing very nicely for Kilwa, Ethiopia and Songhai. All of those three are quite the gigantic powers in Africa. Okay, let's do some tests. We cored all of the provinces and I have 50 imperial authority. When I click this, it's 29 against 57. Tragic, right? And it seems, oh Zlewikk, you had more at the beginning of the session. Yes, this is because we did use this policy. So this policy, right now, it's not even showing who. That's unfortunate. We have to go and check manually who is accepting that. So, just to make sure, I'm just gonna take this diplomatic reputation. I'm gonna take this diplomatic reputation, and now we go check one by one how many nations are missing.
5 minutes later.
So it's pretty much everyone. I counted 8 nations that are not accepting this reform, and those are all heretics. And in case on a few of them, I even should be able to convince them to get the reform, because anyway we get claim if they don't accept. So that doesn't really matter. Only nation that I thought would matter is Palatinate, because they're elector. So I could just improve the relations with them by doing things like that. As you can see, minus 2.2. Then I'm gonna also send an alliance offer. And now they're accepting. Then I'm just gonna go click on this. Revoke the privilege. So no alliances no more. I just use it for this. And when you take a look, you will see. Ta-da! Let me just show you the players map, but that's gonna be even more interesting. We have majority of Europe under our shoe, and my next goal is gonna be get majority of the rest of the Europe under our shoe as well, either as a vassal or as our own land. Especially that we are gonna also finish annexation of Moscow in a very second. The map will be getting even more beautiful. At this point it's pretty much a very easy world conquest, but we don't have time to do another world conquest because you all guys know that we can do it. So what I will do, I want to conquer most of Europe and the Holy Roman Empire, and then I'm gonna click Renovato Imperii. So I'm gonna create Holy Polish Empire. Thanks to this change, we are having 3.5 thousand of the Great Powers rank and 473 of income, 254 maximum power. This didn't change, but 384 of the force limit. This is just beautiful. And actually I was thinking, the fact that I did not get those guys as a vassal is actually a good thing. You know why? Because if you go to the subcontinents, I can add every single of those provinces to my trade company, which will help me achieve even a higher level of the income. And now the thing is, I'm probably gonna divert trade of every single one of them and move my main node to Zlewikk to earn even more of the money. I'm gonna have to wait for that a little bit because I'm missing one influence idea, and changing main trade node is gonna cost us 190 points. So let's just first finish the ideas and then we'll do the trade thing. Anyway, we are earning more than enough money right now. Let's just go and attack every single one of those guys that just left the empire, one after another. So this way we are gonna add those beauties to the trade company. So let's go. Guys, number 1. And I'm not even gonna turn on my armies, let's just turn them off. Let's make everyone focused on siege, and we are gonna declare more of the war. Number 2, and let's call Mantua as a co-belligerent, and let's just conquer the Pyrenees for ourselves. And another war, and I think the Bamberg is gonna be the last one. Actually, we're having such a great income and such a great force limit, and not that great of manpower. I'm gonna focus all of my buildings right now on the manpower buildings, so soldiers' households and the training fields. So look, I'm gonna take Lippe for ourselves, right? And I can just add it to a trade company. There's no bonus to the production, right? And once I add this one province to a trade company, start coring it, this is a small 0.5% bonus. But once I get more provinces over here for this little conquest, that's gonna increase even higher. See, now this is 1%. And this is 1.6%, and that's actually a quite decent bonus. We just need to move our main node to Zlewikk. As Hungary cannot be any longer pursuing of Austria, look what we can do. We can take finally this mission, which is Restoration of Casus Belli on Hungarians, and I can just go and declare war on them and restore the personal union very easily without the need. I could of course conquer their lands for my vassals over here, but personal union is gonna be way cooler for the roleplay of Poland. Union with Hungary, of course, all of the money. That's plenty of aggressive expansions. They are fairly big, right? But this doesn't really matter for us. Enforce the personal union. Now our great power score is it's just 3.7 thousand. We can go and start improving relations with them, because if our ruler dies right now with negative relations, we'll lose the personal union. Remember the last 2 times, even 3 times that we completely annihilated France? It's time for another one. Ooh, Spain would help them. Mr. Spain, why don't you break your alliance with France? Thank you so much. That's so useful. I just love this feature. Okay, and you see that pretty much Provence have claims on every single province of France. So just declare the war.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
And let's go and kill them, because if you go on the diplomatic map mode, look, we're having close to 1 million troops on our side. Time to annex Muscovy. This is just gonna be beautiful. Next month, Tick, the Eastern European map will be having 1 united color. This is just beautiful. I absolutely love it. What is interesting when you annex, you know, a vassal, you're taking the troops, that's normal, right? But let's look at this. We took over the Streltsy regiments, which is really nice, and I pretty much like these stacks because, like, here I delete 1 calf stack and I can pretty much keep it, so I just keep them in the middle of the country. And for this army I just build up 1 additional infantry and 9,000 of artillery and have another really nice stack. It's time to finish influence ideas, and you know what it's giving? Vassal force limit contribution. I'm really interested how much it's gonna increase my force limit. Let's see, we have 400, and after taking this idea, 568. That's why I'm building so many manpower buildings right now, to be able to maintain this amount of the troops. Everything that I'm taking in this peace deal is going to Provence de course and their claims, and just look how thick of a country we're gonna create thanks to this. This is just beautiful, and the players map mode in Europe is getting better and better with each peace deal. By the way, we have 1600 here, and by 1600 we have 4.3 thousand of the great power score. Time to finally expand a little bit east, at least to get this European lands. Zamoyski Academy. That's costing a little bit, but with our current income it's nothing, and that's 3 mill points in innovativeness and prestige. And mill points are gonna be very crucial once we launch the Age of Absolutism. After getting most of the buildings, our maximum power is 416,000, which should be sufficient for our needs. There we go with the Global Trade Institution. Very nice. That allows me to take the 17th admin deck, which is admin efficiency, and also the gov capacity is completely not a problem thanks to it. We also got 540 of income, and I did not even move my main node to Zlewikk. I'm hesitating to do that, because if I divert trade all of these vassals, you can see that they already having negative incomes. So if I also divert trade, the economy is gonna die, and they're gonna all die to debt. Which is probably already happening in many of the cases, because remember, we have increased income that we are getting from them because of this over here. Income from vassals plus 50%. And probably we should not use it if we want to save the economy. So look, if I cancel this is gonna decrease my income by 100 ducats. 100 ducats difference. It's actually, I'm just gonna keep it. Screw it, the vassals can go bankrupt.
Hello, I like money.
And as anyway I'm not planning to play it much longer, let me move my main node to Zlewikk. So let's just do this, and now we need to go and divert the trade from everyone. Now next step is to change our merchants, so not gonna get 170 of income, remember it was like 100 before the change, but first I'm just gonna go and cancel all of the merchants that we've been using, and then we're gonna redistribute them. There's 136 value in Zlewikk, but we're having only 74% of trade, because there's Denmark. We'll need to kill Denmark quickly. There's a lot of value going away from Rhineland to the English Channel, so just go and start transferring from them. There is a lot of value that is being closed in Champagne. Let's collect in Champagne then, or no, let's go and transfer from Champagne to Genoa. Let's collect in Genoa, let's collect in Venice. From Constantinople it's transferring to Ragusa, and from Ragusa we're gonna transfer it to Venice. Okay, is there any other trade that is being completely stolen for us? I don't think so. It's pretty much everything going to Zlewikk right now. So let's just see a month tick, how it's gonna affect the income. This is already 328 of trade income. So 734 in total, and I can see that I can also collect in the English channel with my last merchant, and we are gonna go Great Britain to get even more of that. So now our income is 777. Let's boost our force limit and maximum power, mainly maximum power by stating some of the provinces that I received from Muscovy, as this will be full course once I state them. So just do this, then this. This is 1.3 thousand, so that's still quite good. Let's see how it's gonna affect everything. It's 441 maximum power. The game is so slow because of all those vassals. And then after a math tick, that's 453. But keep in mind, yes, that the AFOM is fairly high on those provinces. Also, gov capacity is not that bad. Let's go and state more of the provinces because we deserve to really build up a fairly strong country on those provinces. Okay, that's still 1.4 thousand. And let's see another month thing how it's gonna change everything. It's 443,000. It's 460,000. So if I decrease all of this outflow, it will be even better. But I don't have to do that. And actually, I'm gonna get absolutely thanks to that. Right? Yeah, that's right. Age of Absolutes is coming in 3 years. Let's just wait. What an aligned country. There goes another university of our lands. This time, Vilnius. We are making Provence great again. Just look at this. They are giving all of those provinces and even south of Papal State because they have freaking cores on their southern lands. We're also fixing our borders. Yes, Polish Levant. We annexed Lebanon, sorry Habibi. And here, if these provinces, I'm gonna feed Czechia with those few provinces. Purely because I don't really want to deal with the rebels. This is something that I don't need to waste my time with. It was so much aggressive expansion that Spain had to break alliance with us. 218. I guess I'm gonna kill them as well. Time for the Age of Absolutism. I'm really interested how much max absolutism. Why? But that's not even my provinces, right? Yes, that's my vassals dying from the rebels. Okay, let's see. 68. This is really decent, but we could increase it even higher. Definitely one source that I'm planning to take to increase it even higher is to get additional 5 from here. This is something, and we probably need to cancel at least one more privilege. Probably the Schlachta one will be the easiest one to do, and also increase our crown, because if I simply def my provinces a couple of times, look at this. This is 50, so now we have 73. That's getting really better. Ideally, we should do a court and country disaster, but as we are ending today, I'm not even gonna try doing so. We don't really need that much, you can see, to get the particularists. Theoretically, if we just seize land, which is in 2 months, and get all of those guys disloyal, I should be able to get the particulars. Let's just wait for them then. Now look, first of all, that's gonna be, yeah, plenty of rebels. Second of all, we need to find Polish particularists and accept their demands. That's gonna decrease my absolute by 10, but we have already 0, so 0 cannot be decreased, and lose 20 prestige. This is fine. Just accept their demands, and now follow my country is just beautiful. So let's see, it's 0 out of 73. Let's go and decrease our autonomy wherever we can. And only by this easy trick we've got 50 of absolutes at the very start of this age and 25 admin efficiency. And we can get it even higher by just simply stating the lands that we got from Muscovy in order to decrease the autonomy there as well. So let me just go and quickly do that. So now our max absolutes is at 60. So simply spawning the particularists, stating provinces from Muscovy and decreasing every autonomy let us achieve that. This is also good. The max absolute is gonna increase by 5 when I get it back to 50, another 5 when I get this, and then we should theoretically do the courting country, but we don't care, we're not gonna play that much. And with this beautiful absolutism, yes, the peace deals are just beautiful. It's gonna cost us a little bit because we don't have the proper casus belli, but that's fine. Now, I don't want to keep everything for myself, that's a little bit too much of an extension, but at the same time I want to keep most of the provinces because I will add them to the trade company, making my income even higher. So let me just give Zlewikk, Kolding, Thyn, Notjand to Holstein. So now my overextension is not 107, but 68%. I'm gonna core the rest and add them to the trade company, making it 8.5% ready. Okay, it's time to take the Great Britain down. But to do it, we're gonna need to use our gigantic fleet. There are two possibilities how to break Great Britain on the sea. First is just to create a gigantic fleet like this one and just scare them from attacking you. And second is just a proper naval warfare. So we attack with a combat with stack, we run away, attack with another guys, etc, etc, just roll those battles until they run out of the morale and just die. Let's just try the first strategy, and I'm just gonna go take the whole fleet and stand in the Strait of Dover. Then I'm gonna declare the war. Okay, let's see what is the amount of the ships. I believe, yeah, they have far less ships than us. That is not a strong Great Britain, so we can just simply get on the ships and land. Let's land in Norfolk. I want to unlock the next idea group already, so I just pick this admin deck, and this is gonna be either religious, if you would like to just keep conquering the world, or humanist to keep the country stable, but we pretty much not gonna play that much more, so it's anyway a tough choice. And I think that I'm just gonna go and pick religious ideas in this case. Wait a second, I did not name this flagship. This is the game. Do you see? How the hell is it called like this by the game? Peace deal with Great Britain is gonna be interesting. How close are we? Ooh, yes, let's wait another month. It's gonna be even more interesting because I'm about to get another 5% admin efficiency from age ability. Thank you so much. So I was planning to take all of this. That was 100% of the war scope, but like now it's 94. So I can actually take additional province around here. That's some diplo points to pay for it, but that's fine. Let's just send the peace deal. This is beautiful. And the rest is gonna be added to a trade company of the English Channel. Also, as we are saving more and more money, it's time to start improving some of the monuments. Starting with the Krakow Clockfall, and I'm just gonna spend manpower to speed this up. We have plenty of it, so it shouldn't be a big of a problem. I hope. No, I don't think it should be a problem. So this way we're gonna get additional merchant from it, which I'm not sure where I'm gonna use yet. Second monument that I'm gonna start building, Mazovia, because it's giving us yearly power influence, tolerance to heretics, and tolerance to the true faith. So pretty much we don't need humanist ideas to have a lot of country stability. So just pick it. I'm gonna speed this up with manpower again. I'm just not sure if we're gonna have enough manpower for all those speeds up. Yes, let's go and upgrade this again. And let's spend again a little bit of the manpower and a few ducats as well. Tick. And now we're waiting for the 5,000 ducats to get it on level 3. From Spain, I'm gonna grab course of Catalonia and all of those provinces. Yes, they're gonna accept this. And all of those provinces. Now there's a question. I was thinking about giving them to Provence, and I'm gonna give Navarra to Provence, but actually for the other provinces we could easily keep them for ourselves and add to the trade company to get yet another merchant in Valencia. Look what is happening with my royal marriages. This is the worst part of revoking the privilegia. All those pop-ups. And there goes Hagia Sophia on the 3rd level, so our country stability is just lovely. Okay guys, we just hit 1,000 income, which means that we can claim the hegemony, the economic hegemony. And at this point, I think we can fairly say that this campaign is just perfect and you can finish it here. That's the player's map mode. At the end, just for fun, let's go and form Holy Polish Empire. Not Roman Empire, Holy Polish Empire. That's how it should be called. Just go here, click the Renovate Empire, claim the crown. No, thank you. Just wait a second because it's just gonna take a little bit. That's how it looks like right now. Of course, Czechia is my vassal. Of course, Hungary is my personal union, so they're not part of the Holy Polish Empire yet. But it looks even better on the players map mode because we also annexed the guys that were part of the HRE, but they were not my vassals. There were a couple of such nations. So guys, thank you so much for coming and watching and supporting this campaign. And if you enjoyed it, please leave a like on this video and say in comments what you'd like me to play next.